Okay, hi everyone. It is almost the end of Shabbat. In fact, before Shabbat concludes, we are gathered here together for just a few sweet moments to say goodbye to this day, a beautiful Southern California day with bright, warm weather and a wonderful gathering of community for learning. For those who have joined us on Friday night and Saturday morning and even Saturday afternoon, to just feel the sweetness of the Valley Beth Shalom family coming together in prayer and learning and togetherness. It's just an exciting way to say goodbye to this Shabbat and welcome the new week. So Cantor Baron, you're with us?
I'm here.
We've been together all Shabbat. How about just bringing us with a little bit of sweet melodies before we start to say the Havdalah prayers?
Sure, here we go. Baruch Hu Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzeitem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Yai, dai, 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 dai. Yai, dai, 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 dai. Yai, dai, 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 dai. Yai, dai, 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 dai. Yai, dai, 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 dai. Tzeitem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Tzedchem l'shalom. We've had angels attending us through this sweet and holy day, and it is time to bid them farewell. And we bid them farewell with a little bit of learning and insight that we've gained from Friday night until this moment, when we talked about Kedusha, when we talked about holiness and this holy connection. On Friday night, we talked about Ben Hashmashot. We talked about the in-betweenness and the conflict, the fact that there's two Jews and three opinions. There are so many different ways to understand the world. And as our way of being, we're not just satisfied with one particular way. But then bringing us through the day, as we studied in our Torah this morning and bringing us till tonight, we understand that Kedusha is actually a narrowing. It's actually a gathering together of all the best ideas and all the best thoughts about the way of the world and it ought to be, that brings us together to a moment of connection of Kedusha. And now we're about to say goodbye to Shabbat. And we say in our prayers, Hamavdil ben Kodesh lechol. When we distinguish between that which is Kodesh, that which is this incredible capacity to connect with becoming, with the sense of what might yet be, and the reality that we have to go back to a world that is incomplete, the reality that a world that is still filled very much with illness and with strife and sorrow. And our task as this week begins is to bring a little bit of this sweet taste of Kedusha, this sweet taste of learning, of connection, and of closeness that we have gained through our worship and our celebration of Shabbat together out into the world. And when we say Hamavdil ben Kodesh lechol, it isn't to say that Shabbat is this special time. It's like an oasis in eternity, and that it's something separate from the rest of the world. But it's actually a mavdil. It's a separation between the fact that the world that is not yet the way that we want it to be. And it is an inspiration for us to go out and to do what we need to do in this world in the week that comes. So the reality is that there's a lot for us to do. You know, first of all, we've been asked to just do the most powerful thing, which is nothing. The most powerful thing that we need to be doing right now is staying away from the world. And I think that it's showing that our removal from commerce and from interaction with each other is helping to kind of flatten curves of illness and suffering that might have potentially existed had we continued to do everything the way that it was. But more than just kind of removing ourselves in order for safety to exist. Kedusha is actually about this capacity to go and do the things that also the world needs. And I'm so grateful that we have a community that has done amazing things like gathered together enough funds to bring food for hundreds and hundreds, I mean, hundreds and hundreds, literally, of medical service workers. And we're very grateful to the members of our community that have done that. Or that we have gathered enough foods for our food bank, where we've made sure that people who are hungry are able to make sure that those who are most in need are cared for. And as we think about this week ahead, our Kedusha is something that we bring from this week of holiness and peace into the world. And it may be something that is not yet discovered. You know, we just learned that there's a facility right down the road from the Valley Beth Shalom community that's taking care of very ill patients. Or the park that's right near where I live in Sherman Oaks is housing people that are threatened by the adverse weather and really need to be able to shelter safely in place those who are without homes. Whatever it is that this week brings you, your Kedusha, your holy connection, is not just something to savor on your own, but it's something to share with the world. So as Shabbat concludes, we think about our Kedusha not as a separation of the world as it might have been through Shabbat, but it's the world that we want to bring into the week to come as it might yet be. So let's sing together as we lift up. I have with me, this is absolute vanilla vodka. I'm not going to be drinking it, but I am going to set it aflame in a couple minutes. So we're going to sing the blessings of Havdalah. I hope you have a cup of wine or juice, or if you want to join with me, a cup of vodka or tequila, something like that, as we sing together the concluding words of Havdalah. Hine el Yeshuati eftach velo evchan ki ozi vezimrat ya'ah Adonai vayili liyeshua ushoftem mayim besasom mimenei hayeshua l'Adonai hayeshua alamcha berchatecha selah Adonai tzvot imanu Mizgav lanu Elohei Yaakov Selah Adonai tzvot asher adam b'te'each bach Adonai Yoshia melech yanenu v'yom korenu La Yehudim Hayta ora v'simcha v'tzom bikar La Yehudim Hayta ora v'simcha v'sason bikar Ken tiyeh lanu kos yeshuot esa u'v'shem Adonai ekra. Get the breath.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Orei peri hagafen Orei peri hagafen Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Borei minei v'samim Borei minei v'samim Amavil ben kodesh lechol, chatoteinu hu yimchol, zarenu v'chaspenu, yarbecha chol, v'chakochavim balayla. Shavua tov, 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 Shavua tov. Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi, Bimheira Yomenu, Yabo Eleinu, Imashiach ben David, Imashiach ben David, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi.
Shavua Tov, dear friends. Shavua Tov. May this week be a week filled with blessings, filled with light, filled with good health, filled with joy and prosperity. So great to spend a few moments at this time as we conclude Shabbat and begin our week together. Look at all these faces that we carry with each other as we go into this week ahead and go out into the world. Seeing our smiles and seeing each other's support really does give me personal inspiration. I hope inspires all of you to know that you can be strong and be forces of blessing wherever you are found in the week ahead. So Shavua Tov, everyone. Thanks for joining us here. Shavua Tov, Canterbury, thank you very much for your beautiful
Thank you,
music.
Rabbi.
Thank you for Alana's voice.
Tov, everyone.
Shavua Tov, everybody.
Miss you all.